What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'll be talking about 3 amazing SAT reading tips that will ensure you get at least a 700 on the SAT reading section. So before I dive into the root of this video, the tips I'll be talking about cover the reading comprehension section, and I will be making a separate video on tips on how to get a high score in the SAT writing section. So for the SAT reading section, the first tip I can give you, it will sound silly, okay? Like when I first heard this, it sounded super silly to me, but it works, and I'm a living proof of that. The tip is you want to excite yourself before reading the passage. And what I mean by this is when you see that title of the passage, when you see the title saying Abraham Lincoln's death, you want to be like, oh my god, Abraham Lincoln's death, whoa, that's amazing. Even if you know all about it, even if you already read about it countless times, even if you literally don't care at all and you just want to get it over with, you want to psych your brain into being super excited about the passage you're about to read. And the reason I'm saying this is because by doing that, you're actually motivating your mind and yourself to comprehend what you're going to read. Because when you're excited about something, right, when you're reading something that you're excited about, you will comprehend it better and you will retain the stuff that it says at a much higher rate than if you don't care about it, if you're not interested. Because we've all had that experience where we read a page of a book and at the end of it, we had absolutely no idea what we read. Sometimes you're probably thinking about something else as you're reading the page, and the page is done, we're like, oh shoot, what did I just read? So that is why you want to excite yourself before reading the passage. Tip number 2. Before reading the passage, I want you to look at the questions. Now, there's a huge argument about whether you should read the passage first, then look at the questions, or look at the questions first, then the passage. Well, what I highly recommend is that you look at the questions first and then read the passage. And before you read the passage, you want to have at least 2 or 3 questions in mind. So most of the time, so the first questions regarding passage will be main idea questions, or in this paragraph, the author is trying to say this. I want you to keep those ideas in mind, because when you actually read the text, if you keep those questions in mind, you'll be able to answer them as you read the text. And that way, if you read the text first and then look at the questions, and the question is what happened in paragraph 1, then you don't have to waste time and reread the entirety of paragraph 1 just to answer the question. If you already have the question in your mind beforehand and you know that this question will appear, then once you finish reading paragraph 1, you'll be like, okay, this is what happened. And you can answer that question straight away. You don't have to wait to refinish the passage before you start answering the questions. What I personally did was I answered the questions as I read the passage. And that saves time, and I was able to finish the reading section with like 6 minutes left, and I only got 5 questions wrong on that reading section, which is pretty good. Before I dive into tip number 3, I do want to say a disclaimer. Now, the reading section of the SAT, your final score is calculated by your SAT writing subscore and your SAT reading comprehension subscore. Like I said, this video is only focusing on SAT reading comprehension. So before I talk about tip number 3, I do want to tell you guys what is considered a good raw score for the SAT reading section. Personally, I got 5 wrong on the SAT reading section and 1 wrong on the writing section, and that equated to my 740. So a good score for the reading comprehension section would be to get 7 questions max wrong. Because what I've noticed is through practice tests, anytime I got like 10 or 11 questions wrong on the reading section, my score was a maximum of 680. And that's not low, but that's not a 700. So if you want to get over that 700 hump for the SAT reading section, you want to score at least only 7 wrong on the SAT reading comprehension, and the SAT writing section max 3 wrong. And by that, you should most likely be able to get a 700 at least on the SAT reading section, because the reading comprehension part, 1 question wrong does not equate to 10 points. It's usually 2 questions wrong equates to 10 points, so keep that in mind. So my third and final tip is to skim when you are reading. And what I mean by this is that you don't want to read word by word every single thing super slowly and thoroughly. Like, you want to be thorough, but you want to skim thoroughly. And what I mean by skim is not like just do this, go by line, super fast, at supersonic speed like the Flash. No, what you want to do is you want to read at a good pace, or skim at a good pace, so that you do retain the knowledge and you know what you're reading. If you're reading too fast, you're not going to be able to retain the knowledge. If you're reading too slow, at that point you're not skimming, you're just literally reading. So I want you guys to skim, because if you have the questions in mind, like I said, and you are skimming, you already know what you're looking for. You already know what you're reading for. You already know the questions that are gonna come up. So by skimming, you're basically just finding the answers to these questions. And if you're reading it thoroughly, then you're just wasting time, and you're being way too slow. And a lot of people only end up with like 2 minutes left, maybe a minute left, or 30 seconds left on the SAT reading section before they finish. So you know you cannot waste time, guys. So like I said, please skim when you are doing the SAT reading section, because skimming paired with knowing the questions beforehand will make you be able to answer the passage way more accurately. It'll help you understand the passage more, and you just have more time for another passage that you may want to read thoroughly. Like for example, the history passages, all right, skimming them are hard because they're just so weird. Like, I mean, I just suck at history, maybe that's why. Maybe if you're good at history, you can skim them. But what I found personally was those passage 1, passage 2 reading passages, I could legit not understand them if I skimmed. If I skimmed them, I'll be thinking about something else. Even if I try exciting myself before reading the passage, it would be so hard to focus on them because first of all, they were so boring. I hated them with a passion. But at the same time, when I found out that reading them thoroughly actually helped me retain the knowledge and I was actually able to understand it, then that helped way more, and as a result I was able to get high scores on the history passages of any reading SAT practice test or SAT test in general. And before this video ends, I know I said 3 tips, but I do want to give one last tip, so I'll make it 4 tips, and that is to, damn, what was the tip? So my 4th and final tip is to make connections as you read the passage. Now what I mean by this is, as you're reading the passage, if it talked about dolphins in the beginning of the passage and it said dolphins are victims of human actions, you want to think, alright, what human actions have caused the dolphins distress? And as you read the passage, you want to find that answer to the question, and the reason you want to make this connection is because by actively trying to find an answer to a question you had about the passage, you will be understanding, retaining what you're reading at a much higher rate, and you'll be able to answer any question that comes up about any connection you made. And the more connections you make, the more questions you'll be able to answer right off the brain without rereading the passage. And you want to avoid rereading the passage as much as possible. So that's actually like tip number 5. So really I just gave 5 tips, 2 free tips right away. And you really want to reread the passage as minimally as possible. So that's like tip number 5 right there. So this video is actually 5 tips. So I hope you guys really understand all 5 of these tips and implement them in your practice regime, because the SAT is only a month away, and I want you guys to actively do what I said, do the 5 tips I said, and by doing that, I'm sure you will get at least a 700 on your SAT reading section, or minimum 7 wrong max on the SAT reading section, and then the writing section, I'll make a video on that. And after watching both of those videos, then I can assure you, you will get at least a 700 on your SAT reading section. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in a bit.